Hi, I'm Dr. Ricky Kelso, and we're here at the Belle Plaine Animal Hospital, our clinic. And I want to show you some of the alternative therapies that we do, or I do, with, and the techs do also, with the animals after surgery and anesthesia. And so this is Tucker. He's had knee surgery on this knee for a torn ACL. The incision's down in here, so knee surgeries are a pretty major thing for animals, and it's quite painful, so this really is kind of an additional part of what we do with animals here, but we also do it pretty much with everything: neuters, spays, all those sorts of things. So what I like to do is work with the energy field of the animal. So we've already worked with his physical body, we did the surgery, he's on pain meds back here, and now we're going to kind of work with his energy fields. So I'm out here sort of feeling what I can feel as far as the energy that's sort of coming off of here, and I can feel that it's pretty far out here, and that's just because he's had major surgery to this area. So what I do with these guys is I like to clear the energy off of there, and I don't like to think of energy as negative or positive, but there's a lot of it, and so we're going to help him by getting rid of some of that. And so you can do that with your hand. You can do this at home. You just sort of clear the energy, throw it down on the ground. Some people like to think of it going into a white light bucket. And so you can do that with your hand. You can also use some things to help you. And I use some quartz crystals. This is a small quartz crystal called a laser. And here's a little bit bigger one. And what those do is kind of amplify or magnify the energy that you're working with and your ability to work with that energy. And so what I do is I sort of hook the energy with this and then just throw it down. And so that's what I'm doing, is hooking the energy and throwing it off of there. And this whole field is all the way around here, so I'm just kind of hooking it and throwing it out. And then what I do is usually check to see if I've made any difference or not. The other thing that I like to do with this is to run some energy along this incision line, and so then I'm just using the focal point of this laser just to sort of run some energy to the incision that's down underneath here. And what that does is speed healing and help with pain as well. So that's what we do with that. You can also do a technique at home borrowed from Healing Touch in Animals called the pain drain, and you get your left hand in the field or on the incision, kind of depends on what the animal will let you do. And you're running the pain up through you and out your hand onto the floor down here. And you just kind of shake your hand to sort of shake that energy off of there. You can do this at home. It's really helpful. They do it in human hospitals all the time. And sometimes people with huge pain go from a pain of 10 to a pain of 0. And I've had a few people try it on their animals, and it seems to really help. When you're done with this, when you feel like you need to be done or the animal's moving away from you, you can switch hands and then bring some healing energy into the area too. And again, you don't have to touch the animal, you can just be in their field out here. The other thing that I like to do is use this crystal again to suture the energy field. So we made an incision through that, so I suture it, kind of running it up like that. Do that at a couple different levels out here. And then when I'm done with all of this, I'm showing you kind of a quick version. It usually takes me 5 or 10 minutes to do all of this. Kind of depends on what's going on with the animal. Then I put some essential oils on there. This is an essential oil that is infused with arnica and calendula and St. John's wort. Also have added some other concentrated essential oils to really help with inflammation. Usually you don't want to put this directly on the incision, so just kind of putting it gently sort of around there. And every animal pretty much gets this as they go home. Sometimes really cautious with cats. So that goes on, it's around the incision there, and we generally send a vial of this home as well. So that's kind of the quick version of what we do after surgery. And I think it really helps to speed the healing and help these guys.